Hello everyone, welcome to Timur Talks. I'm Timur and this is a news, politics, local news story video blog. So let's start up with the first story of the day. The first story is that the Australian Prime Minister has stepped down. I don't really, I'm just trying to get into the oceanic region a lot more than I normally do. Normally I just look at the Middle East, but it's good every nice once in a while to check out the different regions of the world. And she's been, a lot of people are unhappy with her, and she decided that she was going to resign. And now she has been ousted by her party. She's no longer the Labour Party leader. So, yeah, there's a new change in the world. Well, there's always a leader, but there's always someone to fill the spot. You never know who it is going to be in the future, but you just know it'll be filled. Yeah, I did. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Next story. For the What Makes Us Human segment of the podcast, or whatever this is, the UN is sending chemical weapon team, chemical weapons teams to Syria via Turkey to investigate chemical weapons claims because we all have heard that there have been a lot of rumors of chemical weapons being used. Intelligence agencies have claimed that the Assad regime has used it. Russia is claiming that the rebels have used it. So there's no clarification there, and I think it's good. It's good, and I think quick in a curious human nature that we're trying to figure these things out. And I don't know if it's necessarily a human aspect. I think as a race, we're definitely curious people. We want to find things out before we act, unless we get passionately angry or something and we act on our emotions. But for the most part, we are rational, logical people who are to do things instead of logically instead of just bursting in there and sending troops. Because we all know how well those invasions in the past, well, most of human centuries have gone, and they haven't been quite successful. More minimize risk, and so this is a way to do it. It's going to solve anything? Probably not. Not anymore. It's been too long since the claim started to come out. So it's just interesting to see how we react as the international community and where we go from there. For the next story, uh, the Egyptian. This is kind of another what makes us human. There's a revolution in Egypt. Which started the Arab Spring, or it was one of the few that started with the Arab Spring, and people are not happy with after all that revolution and then the most of the calm that they've had. People are still not happy in Egypt. The poverty line still pretty low. Uh, People don't have jobs. A lot of poor people. So yeah, and I'm not saying anything bad about Morsi. The fact that it's the Muslim Brotherhood. I don't know if it had been another political group that it would be different. But yeah, it's interesting to see how it's just repeating itself almost. That okay, we didn't get what we want, so we're going to have another revolution because that's the only way we know we can change leaders immediately. Yeah, that's it. Oh my, it's real world we live in for sure. Real world. For the next news, uh, it's just Snowden. Uh, there's been a CNN team in the airport where Snowden's reported to be, and you can read the article if you want, but they've been stuck there for 24 hours and they haven't seen him. So there's a lot of questions for trying to figure out where he is, because You can't get into Russia unless you have a special visa, as quoted from the CNN story. Or if you just generally need a visa like you do in any other country. I don't know if the Russians are different about that, but as a result, we don't know where he is, and neither does anyone else, unless the Russians know, or somebody knows. But for the most part, nobody knows where he is, and he could be anywhere in the world. And the only really known thing we know about him is that he doesn't want his laptop taken away from him, and he has supposedly more documents. And he also has, what do you call it? Disappeared. We don't know where he is. That's what we know. Yeah. So, yeah. I wouldn't get too worried about Snowden if I you guys. Just let the news happen. I think he's good. He's probably smart enough. He's in the company before. He probably knows how it works. And I heard that he was putting, when people came over to tell him to put their phones in the fridge. So he obviously knew how to avoid intelligence. So they're good things and bad things. But yeah. Main point, nobody knows where he is. Nobody. And then for a local bit in Ottawa, we have, I mentioned a few days ago that we're putting, oh no, this is a different story, never mind. In Ottawa, there's a big bridge that they're going to have trucks driving over, and this neighborhood didn't want it because they didn't want trucks going through the neighborhood. Understandably, people don't want trucks going through the neighborhoods when their kids play. Trucks, are very noisy, they're distracting, they disrupt the environment. And so it got cancelled. Hooray, yeah, like, it's a good thing. But the NCC is not too happy about National Capital Commission because they want another route for the trucks to come in to increase commerce between Ontario and Quebec. But still, like, excuse me, going on with me today. You can't just force it on a bridge onto a community. Yeah. You can't just, it's a message to any government watching this. If you are, I don't know. But don't just put bridges or buildings wherever you want. It needs to be logical. It can't just suddenly disrupt things culturally. Yeah. That wraps it up. So subscribe if you like these videos. Like them, share them, and for the comments, I'll ask you guys. I'll make this about Egypt. If your country, you're really upset with your country, and you know there's a bunch of you guys that are upset with your country, would you go into a revolution? Yeah, so let me know if you would join a revolution in your country. If you're massive group of people and you're upset with your country, would you incite a revolution? Alright, I will see you guys later, and have a good day.